This grilling season, don't just fire up the barbecue. Elevate it with meats from around the globe, delivered straight to your door by the Butcher Shoppe Direct. They're not your average butcher. Butcher Shoppe Direct sources premium cuts from over 5 continents: Argentina, Japan, New Zealand, Spain, the US, and right here in Canada. Whether it's a tomahawk steak from Australia or melt-in-your-mouth Wagyu from Japan, they bring the world's best to your backyard. And here's the game changer. Every order is cut fresh on the day of delivery. No sitting in a freezer, no guesswork, just top quality meat, expertly prepared and grilled ready. Planning a cookout? Check out their handcrafted burger patties and small batch sausages, perfect for taking your barbecue from good to unforgettable. And right now, you can save 15% off of your first order. Just visit butchershopdirect.com and use promo code EatingWild15 at checkout. Plus, get free delivery on all orders over $250. That's EatingWild15 to save, and free delivery when you stock up. Butcher Shoppe Direct. Premium, fresh, delivered. All kidding aside, we are in the brawl, but we have a problem. We got a problem. I got to talk to you for a second about it, man. You got a minute?
Yeah, just make sure it's not recording so the listeners don't hear this.
Welcome back to another episode of the Eating Wild podcast. Smash Maleka alongside Christopher Showtime Johnson. Siege, what's happening, brother? How you doing tonight, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I just took a break out from putting new fresh line on some of we're in musky season. So I put away all the bass stuff. I'm done with bass now in the musky season. I got them all lined up with some heavy braid, heavy sticks, and big rubber.
Well, you're fixing up your fishing gear. I'm in the kitchen. I'm working hard, buddy. I got the Butcher Shoppe who delivered a full duck. Mm-hmm. Okay. We got foie gras. I don't know if you know what that is. Do you know what foie gras is?
Sounds fancy, man.
It's really fancy, I got to be honest. I don't really work with it much, but our friends at the Butcher Shoppe, we're going to be doing a video today. We got we got the kitchen ready. Me and Chef Craig did a lot of prep this morning. And we're going to be doing something with duck. The festive season's here, Siege. The Butcher Shoppe, proud sponsors of us. They're pushing this because it is Pop Fest season. It is. And why not showcase on how to make different duck different ways? So I've been busy doing that, buddy, while you're getting your fishing gear together. But where's Lou? Is he okay, man? You heard from Lou?
Well, last I heard Lou, he was taking a lot of Advil and Tylenol, man.
Yeah.
So I think he's in Lululand right now, man. He's in Lululand.
The socials have been popping. What happened to Lou? Last week's episode was great. You know, we had Lou post-surgery. Mm-hmm. No, pre-surgery. Now it's post-surgery, and we both got to speak to Lou. So quick update on Lou. He's a little sore. We don't think he's going to make the brawl this year. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I know we talked about him jigging and taking on those angling sport guys after they called him out on the socials.
I think call him Collarbone Boy?
Collarbone Boy, yeah. Collarbone Boy. Oh, I was dying. Great chirp.
But yeah, Lou's got a metal plate and screws in his collarbone now.
That's going to make it a better hook set. That's what I think.
Yeah, it is. Bionic Lou, man.
Oh, come on, man. Might set him off the alarm at the airport.
Yeah. But so he said to say thanks to everyone because everyone's been reaching out to him on the Instagram. He feels a little silly, you know. It was an accident. He was, you know, one little thing can go wrong, but thank goodness he had that the bucket on his head, and now he's got a plate in his shoulder or his collarbone. But he'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be doing bow season probably and ice fishing this year, so he'll be good. Nuts?
He'll be stronger than ever. That Lou do, and I'll tell you right now, we're pushing for you, buddy. A lot of people reached out to see how you're doing. Speaking of, you know, hanging out with the boys and stuff. The Blue Jays, Siege. We're one win away from winning the drink. What's going on? Are you got Jays fever? What's going on, bro?
My whole family does, man. It's the first time I cheer for a Canadian team. You know me. Yeah. I like the Ottawa Senators. I like the Toronto Raptors, but you told me before it's Canada's team, and it is. And the fact that I don't want to knock on wood, but the fact that they're taking it to these Dodgers,
that's David and Goliath, man.
Yeah.
It's nuts. I think the payroll, I think Shohei Ohtani, I mean, mind you, we signed Vlad for huge dough, but before that signing, I think Shohei Ohtani made more than the whole team.
Yeah.
Just himself. There was a funny clip of the kid Yusavich who was pitching Game 5, which was yesterday. When this airs, there will already be a champion crowned. But just to put this in perspective, they had the dollar amounts over each other's head.
Okay.
And he was pitching to Ohtani, and I think Yusavich ended up striking him out, but it was about 6 or 7 pitches. Every time he threw a pitch, the dollar amount went up for Yusavich and for Ohtani. I think Ohtani made $27,000 at that plate at being up at bat, and Yusavich was $52. So whoever created that, it was pretty funny because it was like the dollar amount kept climbing at a certain speed for Ohtani, but then Yusavich, it was slowly climbing. By the time he struck him out, they stopped it, and it was like 27 G's, $52. And it just to put that in perspective, what it's like. But
I got a quick question for you, though.
Yeah.
Ohtani, there was a chance he was going to go for the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
How different would that team look? Would we still have the same players on there plus Ohtani, you think?
I think so. I mean, people that are listening right now that are into sports, if you know me, I'm a big sports junkie. I could probably have a sports pod. But I will tell you this, the blue-collar Toronto Blue Jays, the bottom of the lineup, Siege, these are kids that have been in the system. These are guys that were write-offs for some teams. A guy like Ernie Clement, I think Oakland literally dropped him. They said, okay, you know what? We'll pay you to leave. So I don't even think the Jays are paying his salary. I think Oakland just got rid of him. He comes to the Jays. This guy is batting .400 in the World Series.
Wow.
Okay. You got guys like Nathan Lucas, who spent 10 years in the minors, going all over the place to finding a home in Toronto. So to answer your question, Siege, we would still have the exact same team we're fielding today, and adding that Ohtani, that guy is Godzilla. Like, he's absolutely insane. I don't think you'll ever find another baseball player who can pitch, hit, multiple home runs in a game daily, and he's worth every penny. So you put that guy in a Jays uniform 2 years ago, Siege, it's a dynasty. Right. With the guys they have now. So, but listen, man, they're up 3-2 right now. Hopefully when this airs, we're crowned champions, but I'm not counting my chickens. LA has like I said, it's David and Goliath, Siege, and blue collar. Sometimes you go to work, you work hard, and things pay off. And so far, it's been great, buddy.
So this Friday is Halloween.
It is Halloween, yeah.
So what are you dressing up as this year, man?
I'm going to Hooksett Martin's. I figured, you know what? It's a great costume. You can find it on Amazon. Just punch in Daniel Hooksett Martin's. You can get the early edition of Hooksett when he had the full beard.
Yeah.
Or you can get the up-to-date version where you got the beard with the patches, a little bit of grays in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They just dropped the new Lose a Jerk costume, collarbone edition.
I bought it. That's what I'm doing this year.
That's your okay, cool, man. Yeah, but that costed you a fortune, I bet.
It did, man. It comes with the sling, the beard, chorice. It comes with in a little satchel. Yeah, and then it's this like what's his and the shirt says "Don't care." Don't care. Yeah, 99% chance I don't care. Yeah, that's a great costume, man. You know what? And it's a good looking one too. It is handsome.
The Czechs love them. So you're gonna look good out there. I mean, the Hooksett one, it's a little bit more tamed. People are gonna be like, they're gonna look at me, they'll double take, and they'll be like, that's Hooksett 1990s.
The 90s.
Beard, Jason Statham. Look, you know what I mean? Yeah. And congrats on getting the collarbone edition. That's sling.
I had to
wait
in line for that bad boy, man. I had to wait in line up for it.
Yeah, well, I figured it's either you're going out to buy World Series merch or you're buying the sling edition of
That's right,
Lubu.
Man.
Well, listen, man, all jokes aside, we are a week away from the Musky Brawl. We have a huge guest joining us who is one of the co-founders, him and himself, Graham Hurley, who are the founders, creators, and of the Musky Brawl. This is the 11th season of the Musky Brawl Siege. And not only is Eating Wild going to be a proud sponsor of the event, showing up with the food truck, feeding the anglers in the morning, completely free for anglers. Just literally come to the truck, hook up with Siege. Siege, they got to subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe to the channel, Instagram. And we are going to be selling some new edition merch of Eating Wild. None of the stuff you see us wearing right now, if you're watching YouTube. By the way, if you're watching the YouTube, thanks for the support.
Yep.
We're going to have some new merch. So if you buy a hat, a toque, a neck warmer, what else are we going to have? We might have spices. And
the spices aren't being, we're not rushing the spices, but they are in production as we speak. So
come see us at the Brawl, buy any of our merch, and then you get entered in for a chance to win Canada Prime box from the Butcher Shoppe worth close to $250.
Yeah, so we're talking bone-in ribeye, which is basically a tomahawk, just with the big bone cut off. I believe you get some ground beef, and this is all prime cut. You get prime cut. You get and you're getting a flank steak, a full out flank steak. What else do you get in the prime box? Correct me, because we've been giving these away like Christmas. You get the flank, you get the bone-in ribeye. I believe you get the New York strip or ribeye boneless. I'm not 100% sure, but
porterhouse. Is there a porterhouse?
It's a porterhouse. Yes. It is a nasty looking steak, buddy. We're talking like almost 2 inches. This thing's a beauty. It'll feed.
I got a story for you about that thing, man.
Oh boy, here we go. I got to hear it. So
the Butcher Shoppe gave you one of the prime box to give to me to take home to London. So last time I was in studio, I took it home with me. I'm just so happy, right? And I got home pretty late that night. I was a little tired, and we have a stand-up freezer in my garage. So I put the prime box in there, and I think the lid was a little bit open on it, and I may have not shut it all the way. I think it was shut all the way. But then my wife went in there the next day to get something out for the kids. Right. And the porterhouse, I think, slid down on the garage floor. She didn't notice it. So then I get a phone call probably about midday. And she's like, why is there a steak on the floor in the garage? I'm like, are you kidding me? Of all the steaks. She goes, it's a real thick one. And I'm like, of all the steaks, it can't be one of the cuts that we got from No Frills. It had to be in the porterhouse. So anyways, I had to cook it that night because obviously it defrosted on my garage floor.
Right.
And buddy, I just did like slow and low on the barbecue.
Yeah.
And it was so good. And it was just a last minute because I had to cook it. But, some people like Lou says there's different tasting in wines and all that. I really don't get that stuff. To me, it all tastes the same. I'm not a wine connoisseur. But with beef, the prime, my goodness, it's night and day. It's like, my kids were lining up and I was dropping it in their mouths, each piece. Like it was like Halloween. Like they just wanted more of that prime.
It's like Salt Bay when you go to his restaurant, he's feeding everybody with the
even Bob the dog had some. I gave him.
Bob must have been losing it for that bone.
Yeah, that bone, he loved it. So yeah, that was my funny story about the Butcher Shoppe prime box. But yeah, you'll have a chance to win one at one or two of them. I think we're going to do some other crazy things at the Brawl.
Yeah, we might have a Tommy show up. We might have an Eating Wild box if you're into wild game. But needless to say, there's going to be a bunch of prizes. I even heard rumblings of even a trip to like Puerto Rico or something.
Yes.
Davey G will be joining us shortly. But when he does, I'm sure he'll be able to explain what's going on. But rumors are, Siege, couple rumors going around. Rumors are Mike from Waterwolf Lures is going to be dropping, I don't know if it's a new color or a new style, or he's giving away 200 baits. Something's going on with Mike from Waterwolf. Hopefully we can get some clarity from Davey G. You got, 100+ anglers showing up to one of the biggest muskie tournaments in North America. You have a chance to win. Last year was 10 grand.
I think it was over 10. I think it might have been like 11.
11 grand in a muskie tournament is unheard of. And we've been to a bunch of tournaments this year. And you know this, Siege. Musky anglers are different breeds. And the fact that, there's a tournament this size with this amount of work that goes into it, different launch areas, there's so many things behind the scenes that go on. Very well organized. It's a well-oiled machine. We're in it, buddy. Yeah. We're in this tournament, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pumped, man. You know me, it's hard for me to be around water and not fish it. So the fact that we get to sponsor the brawl, help the good folks out, Dave's team, Graham's team, we love it, and be able to fish in on a world-class musky fishery and have the chance to win 10 G's or whatever it is. Yeah. Count me in, man. I'm going to do that every weekend. Don't tell my wife that, but she's actually pumped I'm going in it because she thinks that maybe there's a chance we'll win. Yeah. So
small chance, and that might even buy you a 500 level tickets at the Jays game if you win that. The way that's right. Prices are going Jizu.
Yeah.
But all kidding aside, we are in the brawl, but we have a problem. We got a problem. I got to talk to you for a second about it, man. You got a minute?
Yeah, just make sure it's not recording so the listeners don't hear this.
Angling Sports guys, you know those guys?
John and Cole, and then the young grasshopper over there. Yeah, I know them.
Yeah, they called out my buddy Lou on the socials the other day, and they gave him a nickname. I think they called him Collarbone Boy.
Yeah, that's good.
Listen, listen, first of all, we have an actual for people listening, this is a legit bet we got going on with those boys, right? Yeah. See, we have a handshake going on. What's the bet? What's the deal? Tell the listeners what's going on between us. And this is all, we're friends, by the way.
Yes,
This is all friendly stuff, but it's good to have some chirps. But what is the bet, man? Because are we taking over their store?
I think right now, we're trading. So if we win, if we beat them, if we have 3 bigger fish than them combined. Now, this is side bet on the tournament. Because in the tournament, you're fishing solo. So if you and I have a combined 3 bigger fish than Angling Sports, we get a gift card at their store, probably at $20,000 or something like that.
20 G's. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. That's a good number.
But if they win, they get some Butcher Shoppe prime meats, probably up to around $500.
That's good. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, that's a good deal for us.
It's a good deal, man. I mean, let's be honest. Like, I'd rather have the meat. You know what I mean? Like, what are we going to do with that gift card? We're going to go buy some ice fishing lures? I'll tell you right now, I'd rather take the steak or no, listen, all kidding aside, those guys are huge sticks, man. They, you've been going and shopping at those boys' store for a long time. And let's be honest, Siege, those guys, especially in the bass fishing area, they're absolute monsters. It was funny because there was a tournament that was happening not too long ago that the boys were in, and I remember I don't know if you called Cole or whoever you called, because I'm in the hunt
probably John.
For John, and I'm in the hunt for a new reel, and we called them up, and they were literally on the water. Buddy takes your call. It's like, and they always seem to finish top 5 in these big tournaments, and just goes to show you how well-rounded fishermen these guys are.
Oh, they're very well-rounded, and they're multi-species guys, and a lot of people at the Musky Brawl, I always thought it was going to be just pure musky heads at this brawl, but there's so many multi-species anglers and hunters and all that stuff. So I can't wait to talk to Dave more about it.
I can't wait either, man. He's queued up. Let's take a short break, Siege. When we get back, we'll dive right into it with Davey G. Following that, we do have some new news to drop about some sponsorship buzz going around. I heard there might be a rumor about some sort of smoking stuff happening. We're going to talk to you about that on the other side of the interview with Davey G. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back with Dave Gray himself.
Hey, Eating Wild listeners. Are you still searching for that perfect boat?
Xtreme Marine London has got you covered with new and used boat sales, service, and professional installation of marine electronics and accessories. Visit their London or Kingsville, Ontario locations today and get ready to make waves and catch that fish of a lifetime.
Xtreme Marine is your one-stop marine shop. Check them out at www.extrememarinelondon.com and follow their journey on Instagram and Facebook. Be sure to tell them that the Eating Wild Boys sent you.
without further ado, guys, welcome back to the Eating Wild podcast. Smash Maleka sitting down with Showtime, Christopher Showtime Jansen, Siege. Without further ado, brother, Mr. David Gray, thanks for joining us today, brother.
Hey, thanks for having me, boys. It's good to be back.
You know what, Tone? He looks like me right now. He's a sales guy, so he's always in his car. You know what I mean? He's a true salesman doing a conference call. Look at that. Look at his folder, his hit list of clients. I love it, Dave. I love it. I can relate.
Yeah, sales guy life. You know all about it, buddy.
Oh,
Sometimes the Starbucks seats are all full.
Yeah.
So I just sit outside like a weirdo in my truck, and I got a big center console, so it works great. It's like a little desk, you know?
Yeah. I do all my eating there. The stuff that's underneath my car seats, you don't even want to see it, man.
You can feed a small town with what's under there.
Yeah.
Your car, Siege took us last week. We're on our hunting trip, and we had to take Siege's car from hunt camp over to Lake Nipissing for our fishing. He's like, Smash, you come sit with me. I felt like I was at the Burger King, McDonald's, Popeyes drive-thru all at once. And, he's like, make yourself at home in here, Smash. And I had to crawl through all the wrappers and all the drink cups and everything. You guys are beauties, man. On the road, so we sales guys.
Can you believe it, Tone? It's that time of year, man. It is brawl season.
I'm telling you, man. I haven't been more fired up for the brawl like I have been, and there's been a lot of shit talking going on too behind the scenes. I'm loving it, and we'll get into that later. But Davey G, we got to talk about it. We're a week away, brother. You must be going insane.
Going insane. I feel like this is also the busiest time of year for my, my personal business as well, right? So juggling that in between brawl has been just chaos. A ton of things going on this year with the brawl, especially last minute. We have so many I don't know what's going on, but we have so many incredible sponsors. You guys, for one, just absolute beauties. Coming up, bringing up your food trucks, and you guys are fishing it this year.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I was in Gagnon Sports in London the other day, and let me tell you, the buzz going around that store right now is hilarious. Yeah, they can't stop talking about it. So
it's soon. Dave is actually going to be Eating Wild Angling Sports. We're going to own that soon after the tournament. So you'll see our logo on it and everything. So
yeah, we're taking over that, bud. Just so you know.
There you go. Put your businesses up for a bet, sir. Right. So everyone's watching. Everyone's rooting for their own side. Personally, I don't know who to root for. Because you guys are all my buddies, but I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe making a special trophy to present at the closing ceremonies for whoever wins.
We'll take it.
We'll take it, man. Well, you know what? I got a tomahawk with their name on it too. So
there
I know those boys. Those are great boys over there, and it's all fun. But to have a little bit of a competition, Siege is we were fired up to join the brawl regardless. We said it last year, Siege, when me and you were done doing the service in the morning, which we will be at the Cove at the launch there by the Thames in the morning, early doing the breakfast. Like last year, we're stepping it up a little bit. We got some stuff up our sleeves, but Siege, you and I, when we got to witness it for the first time, we both looked at each other and said, we got to fish this. Not only do we got to be a part of this, but we need to fish this. And that was the conditions on day one, or was it day two? I can't remember. It wasn't the greatest. The whole weekend, like it wasn't the greatest, but like you still felt the energy, man. Good vibes. People were fired up. You were there early, Davey G, making sure everyone was good. This guy fishes the tournament too, folks. Like going insane isn't even the proper word, but talking about this year, is there any changes this year that people need to know about that have entered the brawl from last year's brawl?
There's gonna be no changes this year in regards to, I would say, rules. There was changes with regards to the registration. We cut off October 27th at $250 per guy, which it has been for the last few years now. And we increased it to $300 per guy after that for the leading up to the last week and a half. The reason why we did that is because last year we had, I think, 47 guys sign up the day before the tournament.
Oh,
right.
And I looked at Graham, I said, I never want to do this again.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore in regards to having guys sign up last second. I had people calling me, like I'm out there trying to fish it. People call me, hey, I just signed up last night. How do you use this app?
Oh,
So now we're creating ourselves a buffer. And if you do want to come in within that week and a half buffer, you got to pay for it, right? So it's kind of forcing everyone to sign up before October 27th. Did I get a dozen calls already 5 minutes after 8 p.m. on October 27th? Yes, I did. Guys are bummed out, but we've been announcing that for the last 2 months.
Right.
That's the only change, really. But great news for this year. The last 3 years have been really warm and tough fishing for the Brawl. We're always praying for that. Whenever you get that cold weather, especially cold weather leading up to the Brawl, it's just lights out. And I'm talking to charter guys right now that are just absolutely smashing muskies in the river. So you guys thought that was busy last year at the Thames. I feel like there's going to be a lot more people in the Thames, focused on the Thames this year because the fish are there. Detroit River's always good. The only problem with the Detroit River is 80% of the brawls we've had, it's been untouchable. Winds or it's chocolate mud. You can't fit. You can, but you're not going to do better than you are in the Thames, especially for a 3-fish stringer. Right.
So you're still doing Bell River, Lighthouse, and Detroit, the 3 spots, Dave?
Yes, and this year we had a little hiccup last year with check-in staff. One guy just didn't even show up the first morning. It was a nightmare. We have some reliable people coming this year. We actually doubled up on the main check-in this year. My parents were coming down and helping out with that, and we have extra staff and all the other check-ins. So I think we're going to be nice, smooth sailing when it comes to check-ins. You do have to check in every single morning. Checking your live wells, making sure you don't have trolling gear in there, making sure nothing fishy's going on, just like any other big tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this has been a very successful tournament in years. This is, I'd have to say, probably the most organized fishing tournament in general. Forget about being the biggest muskie tournament in North America. Just in general, we've had the pleasure to be at a bunch of tournaments this year, Eating Wild, and everything, the work that goes behind the scenes, Dave, if you could just paint a picture for the listeners, you start almost immediately after last season. Your mind was already about, okay, how can we make check-ins better next year? What sponsors are we going to target next year? So every single year you are improving this Brawl. And, for the people listening, like behind the scenes, you start pretty early, brother.
We start early, and I must say, I probably wouldn't even be doing this Musky Brawl still if I didn't have such a good partner, my best friend, my brother, Graham. We are just constantly tossing ideas, and we're getting each other fired up on everything to do with the Brawl. We start immediately. The first thing we're going to do after the Brawl, like we did last year, is sign up for what show we're going to do in 2026. We will be at the Odyssey CanCast show, which we're very excited about. Nothing against Odyssey, but we were already going to switch and do CanCast last year just to kind of get a broader introduction to the the muskie industry out there. So we were going to do that, and then we heard Odyssey was going. We're like, this is perfect.
Yeah,
this is perfect. You know, so now we have all communities in one area. Because I know a lot of guys from Quebec go to CanCast. There's so many muskie fishermen in the Kawartha region, so we're going to be hitting that crowd next year. So the goal is to grow this tournament. We did make one little mistake this year, and I told Graham from the start. I said I'll be surprised if we get 100 guys at the Brawl this year, because we're holding it right in the middle of deer season. So it's really tough the time of year to peg down a weekend, the perfect weekend to hold the Brawl. So this year we held it during deer season, and I know personally, 40 guys that are not coming this year. Well, we just passed 162 guys already this year. Wow. We still have a week to go. So, I mean, this could be still the biggest Brawl we've ever had. We're 20 people, 19 people away right now from having the largest Musky Brawl we've ever had. So there's still time. I know there's still guys that'll be signing up. It'll be close, but we're going to have the same crowd we did last year, the same size. And if we get this weekend locked down next year, kind of missing that deer season, we get all those guys back, plus hit a show. The goal is to reach 250 guys next year. So we always have a plan in place, and Graham and I are working hard behind the scenes. We're constantly calling people. Like I said before, I'm so impressed with how many generous people there is in this community. All of my favorite bait makers I've contacted and said, hey, I love your baits, man. I've been using your baits all summer. I've been pounding some giants on them this summer. Would you mind donating or sponsoring the brawl? Without hesitation, what do you need? What's your address? It's incredible.
Amazing.
Our prize table this year is by far the beefiest it's ever been. It's crazy. Like I just told some guy, he just inboxed me not even 5 minutes ago. He said, hey, I want to sign up to the brawl. Is it too late? I said, no, you can get in there. It's $300. He goes, on it. He goes, but I said to him, to be honest with you, man, 80 to 90% of people who pay that $250, they're probably walking away with at least $50 to $200 of prizes in their hands this year. That's how many sponsors we have. And you automatically in on that. You don't have to pay any extra tickets to win this stuff. When you walk through the door at closing ceremony, we give you a ticket. We call that up. We're raffling off a 1-week stay to Costa Rica this year for 2 people free.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, there's some big prizes. There's big raffles. The pot obviously will be big again. But I mean, we have so much stuff going on right now. You guys serving your breakfast every morning gives the brawl such an incredible event taste, like it's amazing. I hope you guys stick around forever. You guys are awesome. Biggest hearts, I know. Nicest guys. Tony, got to know you over the last while. Chris, I've known you for a while.
Yeah.
So, thank you from Graham and I.
Well, it's the least we can do. You've been doing this if I'm correct, it's your 11th year doing this?
Yes, 11th year, yeah.
So we have a lot of new listeners since the last time you were on. So it's a casting only for muskie. You can do it from shore too. Dave, I heard rumblings that there's some shore guys that are going to be staying out at their prime spot a couple days before the tournament to get their spot. They're sleeping in the car, Dave.
It's crazy. I work directly one-on-one with the township there, Lakeshore, and we get extra porta potties and garbages in that area for the shore casters. We have the live wells, the carpets down for the fish's safety, but those shore guys, they're a staple. They're actually kind of what started this whole thing for me too, right? Getting guys in boats was always tough. I was calling around saying, hey, I want to start this tournament. Do you want to fish in it? Just to random people I know that fish St. Clair. That's how I started this thing. But the shore guys were always there, and they were always down to fish it. And the best part is in the 10 years that I've handed cash out, handing thousands of dollars out at closing ceremony, there's always 2 or 3 guys at the top that are shore fishermen. Second place last year was a shore guy.
It's funny you say that because we've had a lot of listeners get hold of us and they're a little intimidated by the Musky Brawl. I don't know, because it says Musky Brawl, people think, these are diehard musky guys and they kind of have their own boys club and they don't like anyone. And everyone has a chance at the dough at this tournament. It's Lake St. Clair. You can't catch 50s. I don't know any other lake that you can catch them from shore. We've seen guys on stand-up paddle boards casting flies. Yeah. No, and they're out fishing us with spotlight on.
Siege, I tell everybody that reaches out to us, like, is this a winnable tournament? And I said, well, look at the winner last year. That kid, we got a chance to interview him at the Cove, and it was like, the kid, he felt like it was luck because the conditions were rough. And I think if I stand corrected, he got his 3 in Detroit in the river. And I don't know if he was jigging whatever the hell it was, but when I was talking to him, it was a Bondi, right? And he was he was shocked. He was sitting there. He's like, I can't believe I'm in the lead and I could possibly win 10 G's tomorrow.
And he's never fished St. Clair before.
And he's not a huge muskie fisherman either. You just need to know basic knowledge. Everyone out there you hear that cliche, oh, I caught a muskie fishing for bass or whatever it is. Listen, you go out there, You get hooked up with one of these amazing bait makers. Davey G can pave the way for you. Reach out to him, from Mike from Waterwolf, Bondi Bait Company, all these great guys out there, Toddy Tickles. You can get whatever soft plastic bait out there, and you have a chance at huge dough. It's a great time with the boys. That was my favorite part, Dave. That was my absolute favorite part of the brawl, was seeing you guys at the Cove, which I know you got news about. You got wonderful things happening there with beer and stuff like that. We'll dive into that, but just it was like the all boys club, people from all over the place in Siege. I got to ask you this. Because we weren't in the brawl yesterday, did you almost feel left out? Because that's how I felt.
I felt like a loser, man. I'm a fisherman. So, obviously we want to support Dave and Graham and his team and serving food. I was so jealous when I saw boats go out, even though the weather was rough. We're all fishermen, man. We all have that itch. And not to mention all the girls that go in it too. And you have categories for that. Biggest tiger muskie. It's just, you welcome everyone. And it's like, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just a real click, and all new people are welcome. And I think you should run for mayor in Tilbury for what you're doing to that town, personally. The restaurants, the variety stores, the tourism, and then all the local bait makers. There's this tournament is, if you're listening to this, you got to enter it. You definitely have to enter it.
The idea from the very start was always to make this almost a family affair. A lot of these people I've seen there 10 years straight. They've been coming every single year, and they'll never miss it. It's one of those events that we want to keep going for many years to come. And it's very special, especially the last 3 years was straining on everybody because the fishing was so terrible, because the weather was it was summer out there. 2 years ago, we were wearing basically t-shirt and shorts. It was crazy. Last year was warm. Last year was too warm. The water was too warm. The fish were still out in the lake. I think this year is going to be one of those years leading up to it. Historically, we've had frost, -2, -3, 4 or 5 of those nights in a row so far. The fish are going to be in tight, and they're going to be eating. There's rain.
Yes.
There's going to be a lot of fish being caught. And when there's a lot, this is one thing I want you guys to experience, because the last year, 3 years ago, when 250 muskies were entered, the vibe was insane. Everybody was catching. I caught like 13 muskies that weekend.
Oh my god!
And when everyone is catching muskies, and they feel that hit in their lure, and they know, is this the one? Is this the one I was calling muskies on my 3-fish stringer. Right, because the app, and the app is cool because you're watching the live leaderboard. I hope you guys are up there, because when you're up there and you're like the top 6 or 7, sometimes even the 3rd place the first day or whatever, and you hear that donkey noise go off, and you're just like, oh, there's a new leader in town, and everyone's watching it. The competition's so insane, but when the fishing's really good, everyone's going back to the Cove this weekend, or that next weekend. We have, I think, 3 or 4 different beer companies sponsoring us. We're going to have servers there giving away stuff for that company. We're going to have prizes with that beer company. We're going to have $5 pints. People right now are tight with cash. Don't worry about it. We got you covered. Bring $20. That's 4 beers. That's a buzz. Let's go every single night.
That reminds me back in the days, Tone, $5
That's like
drafts.
going to the cage at Sheridan College, $5 drafts. Are you kidding me? We're going back
so
to
is that a local
1999.
Windsor beer company, Dave?
Yeah, I think they're all Windsor in the area. Yeah, local. That and thanks to Michelle, she manages the restaurant there. We doubled down with the outside. We were going to do some outside stuff, but they didn't get approved for their noise, their sound ticket or whatever it was for the area that night. So we're going back in. We got live music booked every single night. We got all those beer companies coming in and on all those specials and food specials, menu specials. It's going to be a good time. We have Waterwolf coming in the Friday night, so everyone's going to be lining up, waiting at the door to get one of those new mags he's got. I'm sure he's bringing tubes, and just the regular size Shadzillas will be for sale there. So it's going to be a buzzing weekend. Looking forward to it, and everything's coming together nicely, especially the weather.
So is Mike showcasing the magnums there?
But he just made a post yesterday saying that he's doing a soft launch.
Oh.
So I've been using big swim baits all season. I've been pegging some tanks on them.
Yeah, speaking of pegging tanks, everyone everyone's seen the little bit of accident that you had this year. Just checking in on you. How is your thumb? How are you feeling? Are you still good to go for casting?
Thumb's good. Lost a little feeling the tip there, but we're good to go, man. The scar tissue's a little thick, but we'll get that figured out. But yeah, I mean, that was a crazy moment too, being by myself on the boat, sinking that hook deep in my thumb, and it was just, I couldn't get it out of the fish's mouth at the same time. Thank God I had those nip pecks behind me.
Yeah,
I don't know what I would do without those things there. Lose my thumb. Who knows?
You were well prepared in that video. It was almost looked like, I know it wasn't scripted, obviously, but it looked like it was just the way you had all your tools at arm's lengths. And now, Tone, we're gonna have Snipex in the front and the back of the boat, just for the back guy.
After watching that vid that you posted, it made me cringe, and it was like, man, I'm not even. First of all, I don't think I'd ever go out there by myself. To be honest, like, I usually go out with one of the boys, but you're Davey G, you're something special out there, bud. You go out there and you're chasing 50s by yourself.
How was prepared. How was it you fishing with him, Tone? Did you get a little green?
Listen,
that's a great story.
We've already had that pot, right, buddy?
Okay,
We're not talking about that. Yeah, I got green.
I got green.
Right? It was brutal.
A good time.
But listen, man, you go out there, you're by yourself, you hook into a monster like that. You were prepared, whether that accident happened or not. You netted the fish, you got the fish, it was ready to go. Toodles to you for going out there and doing that. But you've been doing that your whole fishing career. It's nothing new for you. But the fact that accident happened to a veteran like yourself, people learn from it, Siege, including myself, including you. We're going to make sure that we're properly set up on the boat.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen to anybody, right? So, I mean, posting that, the whole point of posting that was make sure you have your tools near you, you know? I put that net at the front of the boat for a purpose. This I have everything right behind me. You never know what's going to happen. As he saw it, he shook his head and that hook, it hooked my thumb. Yeah, I mean, I should have used the bogas and kind of stripped them up closer to the edge of the boat. But most of the time, especially guys that are catching tons of muskies out there, and it's an easy hook to kind of get out, a lot of guys are just reaching over and shaking that out like I did the first one there.
Right.
Yeah, you're not shaking off 52s though, right?
No.
So this brawl, I hope there's no accidents like that. I hope everyone has their tools.
Yep.
And one thing I'm really excited for the brawl this year is you guys fishing it.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be cool. All of us hanging out there. I hope the fish are loaded in the Thames, and we're all close knit, and we can all see what's going on and chirping each other out there. It's fun.
You'll smell some really good food from our boat.
Oh, I bet you. Yeah.
I can't guarantee a lot of fish. We'll put some fish on the board, but
buddy,
we'll have some good food and some good laughs. We touched a little bit about the warmer weather this year, Dave. How was your fishing season this year? I know for us, we went to Nipissing in Georgian Bay. It wasn't the best, man, for us in September.
No, it's been slow the last, I would say, month. Just a tough bite. I mean, people are still getting fish. One thing I'm noticing though, I think the brawl weekend is the weekend it snaps. We're seeing more and more fish being caught off the Thames wall there, like the casters. I have direct contact with people out there daily, and there's like the one kid got 2 50s the other day off there. So when those 50s are in, the bait's in, and the thousands of other muskies that move in there will be coming in very soon, if not right now.
Yeah, it's crazy, Siege. I've been watching the socials too, and guys have been tagging us, and I've been seeing a lot of those short ninjas getting them. But you mentioned, Siege, September was a tough month for the Eating Wild guys with fishing. But I will say that when it turns on Lake St. Clair, I've been there. I've been there for that
window
that weekend, and me and Hookset went out there. And you mentioned you got 13 fish in a weekend. I think between Dan and I, we got almost 20 fish in 4 hours. And that's when I got my 52. I got a 50. Dan, I mean, it was insane. I got all the pictures in my photo library of me holding monster muskies were all in that day.
The 4 hours.
Oh, yeah.
So I know what that's like when LSC turns on, and it could just happen like that. You said the bait comes in, the fish are moving in, and it's a pop fest, but it could be chaos with that app because you guys are very, very, I shouldn't say strict. Strict isn't the word.
Well, they are.
You're proper.
Yeah.
You guys make sure. I've seen you disqualify people for doing shit that you're not afraid to tell them, like, listen, you're not doing it right. And, you're either you're deducting points or you're actually not even calling that fish. So, you can't stress this enough, Dave, that you need to use this app properly and really
you need to use the app, guys. If anyone's listening to this that's in the brawl, do not send me photos and measurements in my text. This is a public forum tournament style. Everyone is the judge here. So when you post your fish, yes, I approve. Me and Graham go back that night. We have some beers. We sit down and we start approving fish. If the back of your muskie isn't touching the top of your bump board, the mouth is not closed, and you can pinch the tail, whatever you want to do with the tail, we don't care. But make sure the mouth is closed and the back is on the top of that board. Otherwise, we're going to be deducting an inch, or if it's real bad, we're just going to disqualify the whole entry. There's a lot of money on the line here, and everyone's playing by the rules. Why are you special where we have to give you a little bit of slack on something that you didn't do properly because you weren't prepared? That's my vision on this. That's why I want this tournament to last a long time. I never want people to go home at the end of the weekend saying, oh, Dave Gray, he's favoring this. Oh, Dave Gray, he let that slide. That's not how we run this thing. We have rules for a reason. And it's easy. There's a lot of rules, but it's easy. Just enter your fish properly. There's photos you can literally screenshot and keep in the back of your phone if you want. Right. And just copy how that person entered the fish, It's the
Fish Donkey app, Dave?
It's the Fish Donkey app, and everything's on there. We're in direct contact with the owner there, Bonnie and her little team. If you do have technical issues, there's going to be phone numbers available you can call, anything like that, which I think it's only happened once where some guy just wasn't, he took photos of fish, but that's why you have a net and a bag. Okay. We require, I think it's like a 30-second, don't go into the rules and check 30-second video or a 10-second video or something like that of the fish alive in the bag. Keep it in the bag after you enter it. Make sure your fish is entered on the app. This is a tournament. There's no need to rush. There's no need to rush. You caught that fish fish could be worth 10 grand. Keep it in the bag, enter it on the app, make sure it's there. And if you have any questions, ask before the tournament.
So Amazing. It's a stringer of your 3 best fish.
Well, it's a different, so we have the top stringer of 3, and then we have the big fish. There's 2 different trophies, yeah.
And then are you doing, I'm a tiger head. Are you doing biggest tiger?
We don't know what we're doing with extracurriculars this year, just because we don't have that as many people as last year.
Right.
Obviously, the payouts right now as we stand aren't going to look like last year because we don't have we pay our staff, we pay marketing, and all the fees we have to, and everything goes, 100% of whatever's left goes into the pot. So obviously we don't have as many guys last year. We're 20 guys short. You're not going to see that 11,000, maybe 10,000 at the top. And we'll structure it. We always have good payouts. We always
Oh, you always do.
Yeah.
That's always good, man.
He said it might be only 10. Can you
for a musky tournament, it's
might
incredible.
Be only 10 G's.
It is incredible, man. And listen, you come down to the Thames in the morning, and you make sure you come see the Eating Wild Boys. Siege will be out there. Yeah. Siege, we got some stuff for people as well. Get a hot breakfast. I got things cooking up right now. Get yourself a hot coffee. If you still have your mug from last year, bring your mug, fill up the cup of Joe, and it'll be a pleasure. I think menu-wise, Davey G, we're gonna stick to what was popular last year. The steak and egg sandwich with a little bit of that chipotle aioli. Siege, I think that was, you told me that was, everyone was requesting that last year.
Yeah, that was very popular last year.
You guys are incredible. Let me say one thing before I go. I got to run here, but
yep.
Thank you for everything you guys do. One of the highlights of last year for everybody, you guys got to come to closing ceremony because everyone went nuts. I said, who liked that breakfast every morning?
Yeah.
That was a staple, that hot breakfast, the hot coffee, because there's nothing in town. People have to realize this. You guys are it. Everyone's going to you for their coffee fix, you know? So thank you so much, guys. If there's anything I can possibly do more than whatever I can do for you, let me know. I'm excited to see you guys in a boat. I'm excited to chirp you. And I hope you kick those angling sports boys' asses. Let's go.
Oh, I'm clipping that. I'm clipping it.
clipping that.
All right, listen, Dave, we'll get in there on that sales call. Always be closing, brother. You got it. And we'll see you in, 5-6 days?
7 days, baby.
7
Let's
days.
go.
Let's go, buddy. Thanks again, hey, Dave.
All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, boys. Have you guys ever been to Gagnon Sports out in Oshawa?
Have I? That place is a gold mine. Picked up my new bow there last weekend. Hunting, fishing, archery, they've got everything.
Boys, don't forget the indoor shooting range. Gagnon's not just a store, it's an experience. They've been doing it right for over 50 years.
Seriously? I thought it was just another outdoor shop.
Just another shop. Buddy, it's family owned, Canadian proud, and huge. I've spent entire afternoons in there.
Or skip the trip and shop online. GagnonSports.com ships across Canada, fast, smooth, and packed with top-notch gear.
All right, I'm sold. Gagnon Sports trip next weekend?
Only if we hit the indoor range first, so I can show you guys how to shoot.
Gagnon Sports, 50 years of adventure and counting.
And don't forget to tell them the Eating Wild Boys sent you.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to the Eating Wild Podcast. Smash Maleka alongside Christopher Showtime Jansen. Siege. Just talking to Davey G got me fired up, buddy. I'm ready to go, man. I'm absolutely ready to go.
It is the season, man. It's musky season. Dave's pumped up. His whole crew's pumped up. It sounds like there's going to be a good turnout to this one. We're getting colder weather, which is great.
Yeah, he seems pretty confident that the fish will be snapping. I guess he's got the weather app going already. Last year, it was weird. There were fish caught last year, but in history, there have been days, like he said, where he's gotten 13 or 14 fish within the weekend, and it makes the tournament, I guess, that much more proactive and competitive. But, I'm just excited to go fishing, buddy. I got to be honest. Like, I can't wait. We got a side bet going on with the angling sport guys. We got at night, we're going to be hanging out with so many brawlers who are, you said it, multi-species fishermen. I can have a conversation with somebody outside, Siege, literally about early spring pike. You know what I mean? It's like these guys are so well-rounded, but, it's a cult, it's a family, and it's something that me and you and the boys feel so much a part of now that we are one of the sponsors of this event.
Yeah, we couldn't be happier to help out. It's just local, right? It's local, and you don't have to be local to actually enter this. There's a lot of people that enter this from the far north. You know, it's not just the southwestern Ontario kind of thing. Come on down and fish a world-class musky fishery and have a chance to win some dough. Yeah, huge. And one thing I want to touch base on, Siege, while we're wrapping up this episode. David Gray mentioned going to CanCast next spring, which is the Kawartha Lake area. And it's this year, I believe it's March 29th. It's a Sunday. We will have Kyle Carruthers on here closer to the time. As you know, we're a big part of that event as well. But the fact that he's moving out that way, joining the Odyssey to bring in more anglers from the more eastern side of things. I know fishermen come from all over for this tournament, but speaking of the eastern area, Gagnon Sports, brother, we are so proud to have Gagnon, proud sponsors of the Eating Wild podcast. We got some huge news, brother. Oh,
this is nuts. So we had a call today with Justin from Gagnon's, and not only is he doing a Black Friday, so we say Friday here, the one-day event, he's going further to doing a Black Friday week.
Yes.
Can you believe this?
It's November 24th to the 30th.
Wow. So you're telling me from November 24th to the 30th, you go by Gagnon Sports. It's on your way out east. It's in the Oshawa area. It's not far from the GTA. You are going to save possibly 70% on merch at Gagnon Sports. That means a $200 reel, Siege you're getting for like $30.
Yeah,
You know
when we talk to him, so he's doing anywhere between 15 to 70%. And it's going to be like, he's going to have in-store specials too. But
Right.
if you can't make it there, he's going to have this. He has a beautiful website, you know, and you go on there and you fill your cart up to $125, which with these deals, you're going to have a lot of stuff in your cart, depending what you want, fishing, hunting, all that stuff. And it's free shipping. So anything over $125 is free shipping in Canada, but that's excluding like obviously big fishing rods and guns, like heavier stuff, but 15 to 70%. And every day they're going to have something different, and he's blowing stuff out. I picked up the last year, his Black Friday, I picked up a float suit. What's the name of those float suits that we got, Tone? Do you remember the name? I can't think of it offhand.
It was the ice something. Black ice or whatever it was.
Yeah. He had like from the jacket to the bibs and everything. And I got that 50% off there. And it would ship right, because obviously I'm in London. I wasn't around that area. And yeah, to our listeners, if you're hunting, if you're an outdoors guy or girl and you're looking for something, especially if you want to get a gift for someone, or if you want to be selfish and like us and buy yourself something really nice, you deserve it, man.
You deserve
today's world, you need it. Everyone works so hard, man.
Yeah. And I heard that they might be selling replicas, not the real ones, the replicas of the sling that Lou's in.
Oh, God.
Is that true? Is that true?
50%
off?
That's fake news. There's not going to be Lose a Jerk sling there. But and the best thing with the Gagnons again is they don't just carry one or two brands. They got all the major brands in the fishing and hunting, and our favorite, the shooting range.
Yeah, and when I was talking to Justin, and I said, the thing I love about you is that he always has everything. Every color, like he makes sure that his customers have what they're looking for. And I'll even I have no problem talking about this. The Mega Bass, he is $3 cheaper than anywhere else. Sometimes $5. The colors, got them. And if I don't got them, I'm going to order it for you. I'll make sure that you get it. But one key thing you said about Gagnon Sports is going online. Get on the Gagnon Sports website. I'm telling you right now, you don't even have to get, like Siege said, get in your car and drive out to Oshawa. Obviously, going there is incredible. When you walk in there, it's like, holy smokes! It's if you picture the North Pole as a kid with Santa Claus, the elves, and the candies and everything, candy canes hanging from the tree, and that is my North Pole, buddy. That is in my mind, Christmas morning. And get in there, whether you're a hunter or you're a fisherman, get and he's doing it for a week. Take advantage of that, and make sure you tell him the Eating Wild Boys sent you. And go shopping, go nuts, fill that stock of Siege. By the time Black Friday hits, you're a month away from Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's November 24th to the 30th, and then you got your Christmas shopping done. Ice gear's coming up.
Ooh.
And then what I always like to do as well is I always notice that this time of year, stores like Justin's, Gagnon Sports, they blow a lot of stuff out from their summer. And I know summer's a long ways away, but why not save that dough and get those tools for your arson and beat your friends on the water with that hard to get color and get it then. I know you sit on it for a bit, but now's the time to strike.
Now's the time to strike, buddy. And speaking of now's the time, tell us this time right now, what's happening? There's rumors that we have connected. We are being possibly sponsored by Bradley Smokers. Tell me a bit about that, Siege.
So Bradley Smokers, we're very fortunate to have them come on board. And we're going to be using anything we get from, we're going to do fish. We're going to do venison. We're going to do, we're going to probably do goose in there.
We're going to do some poppers.
So we're teaming up with them. So look for really cool content. We're going to be trying out their newest smoker. It's the Raven smoker.
Yeah.
So this thing, Bluetooth, it's got
Oh my God, you sent me the link. You're like, hey, Smash, get ready because this is being delivered to the shop. And I looked, I saw the link you sent me, and I'm like, holy smokes! It's like, I feel like it's like the Air Emirates of smokers. You know what I mean? It's like, it's one of their top of the line brands, and I can't wait. It's funny because Hooksett Martins has been using his Bradley, and he's been doing his Portuguese sausage on it
before they were even a sponsor.
Before they were even a sponsor, and it's like, so we already got Dan, who's already been doing the trial and error with his smoker. And, when this thing gets to the shop, when this thing lands, folks, get ready, because I can't wait. Please reach out to Siege or Lou on social media and, ask them, say, hey, I would love for Smash to make this, or can you guys make this between me and Hooksett, between his smoker and the one I'll be getting the Ferrari. We'll put it together, and I can't wait to have fun with it. And the more people ask to see things, Siege, will entice me more to do it. It's a phone call away from me to the butcher shop. Get the product in. Let's make it happen. Let's make some vids, and let's get YouTube popping here, folks.
Yeah, see Smash all the time, and some of the other guys and girls from the Eating Wild team, and we'll be on YouTube. And look for us at show season. Like Tone said, we're buddies with Kyle from we call him Can Gas Kyle, and look for us and look for Antonio's world famous sausage. So come out and see us there, and then we'll probably be at the Spring Fishing and Boat Show, I believe, as well, Tone.
Yeah, we're going to be at the Andy Pilata's doing the Spring Fishing and Boat Show this year. I believe it's a week earlier than Family Day, so it's going. I know last year Siege was really successful for us. We had such a great time. We got to sit down with some legends in the game. The weather was absolutely brutal, but you can never predict that. It was actually brutal for CanCast too. I had no power the night
Ice
before.
storm,
Ice storm. So you can never predict Mother Nature, but I will predict this. There's going to be amazing deals at both shows. It's going to be a star-studded event. Now you got the Odyssey, who's teaming up with Kyle, and just to make that event even broader. And you're putting the Musky heads mixed in with a whole bunch of Chris Johnson, the Johnson brothers are always there with lithium batteries, and you got Coop Gallant, and then even talking to Andy Pilata, there's rumors going around that the Martins brothers might be there. And I'm not
Roland
talking about
Hooksett.
Yeah, like that's those guys are legends. So you got Ron James, you got Crappy Dan, you got beautiful people
Ashley
like
Ray.
Ashley Ray and Chonger, and oh man, it's going to be such a great event, and hopefully we get to see our good friend Paige Gallia again, and the champ. Man, we can't forget about the champ. We got Cody Kovanchek, who will be joining us at both events. We'll be doing podcasts live. But the latest one, the one you'll catch us most, is 1 week away, folks. You will catch us at the Musky Brawl. Come visit us at the truck. I'm telling you right now, we'll be giving away some of the most unbelievable breakfasts, great merch. Come meet us. We're going to be in the Brawl, angling sports. Watch out. Siege, I'm fired up to see you, buddy. I can't wait.
I'm fired up to see you. And if you don't see us at the Brawl, if you're not fishing out of Lighthouse Cove, we'll probably see you at the Cove's Landing at nighttime. And just go up to Smash and say, Siege said you will buy me the finest tequila in the bar, and Smash will buy it for you, and then we'll sell you a hat.
Can you back up there? What was that?
I said Lou will buy you the finest tequila that the bar can. Tequila, whiskey, rye, whatever you drink. Lou's got
Lou's
you.
loaded. Lou's loaded.
Lou's loaded. Loaded Lou.
It up. Yeah, he's even. I think he's suing somebody for his shoulder too. He's blaming.
Yeah,
somebody
I think he's suing Nipissing. Calendar Hospital, North Bay Hospital. I think he's suing. We're kidding. No lawsuits here.
No lawsuits. We're just joking. Elbows up, Lou. Listen, we're Lou's relaxing right now. He's healing up. But Siege, we're a week away from the Brawl. Get ready. Before we go, Rob from Xtreme Marine, you had a chance to talk to him. He's busy as hell over there. What's going on? Is your boat got the sold tag on it? The last time we spoke, you said Rob was working, and he's selling boats like crazy right now.
I don't get it. There's still, I think my boat sold last week, and we're going in November. So I don't understand. So so obviously listeners know I have a different boat now. I upgraded, but he's still selling boats, boat accessories. He's selling electronics. And again, this is the time to buy. Like, you buy Garmin's and all that stuff this time of year. I know it sucks when they sit in your garage all year or until summer, but strike now, man. Buy it, get these deals. Christmas is coming up. But Xtreme Marine, they have 2 locations, one in London, Nilestown, Ontario, and one in Kingsville, Ontario. They also have Inner Bay refinishing, and they have Inner Bay storage down in Long Point. This guy is a mafiosa of boats. I'm kidding. He's not a mafiosa guy, but he's taken over Southwestern Ontario with boats. He's a great guy. Follow them on all their socials and tell them we sent you.
And I got to tell you a quick thing about Rob, just to go back in the history of this, just to paint a picture for our listeners about this man's family. His pops came out to Lake Scugog to pick up my pontoon.
It was his dad that picked it up?
It was his pops, man. And I'll tell you right now, that guy's hands, he looked like he could have been the starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers.
He's like a farmer.
And he looked at me. He's like, yep. He's like, stay in the boat. Don't worry about it. Bring it up onto the brand new trailer, cranked me up, jumped out, sat, and I said, do you mind driving me back to the house? Because, I had to drive the boat to the launch, which was a good 5-minute boat ride from my place. He's like, hop in, sailor. And we started talking, and he's asking me what I do. And I said, I'm in the film industry, cook, chef, this and that. And we started talking, and he found out I worked on Reacher. This is literally a 5-minute drive, all this information. And he was losing his mind. He's like, I've been watching Reacher. That guy, what's that Alan Richardson like? And blah, blah, blah. So we started talking, and solid, man. Like, I felt bad because he drove all the way from London just to pick up my pontoon, just to paint the picture what kind of service, Rob will provide you. And, picked up my pontoon. They shined her up. They're going to be listing it for me. So if you are in the market for a pontoon, just a cheap plug here, reach out to Rob. It will be listed. But man, his father was just, a ray of sunshine to spend a few minutes with that man. And it just because we know Rob, and I've only met Rob a handful of times, but we got to hang out at the show and at the hockey game. You could see the roots. You could see the
very family-driven guy.
Family-driven, very, very respectful man. And I will tell you right now, you will never be steered in the wrong direction if you're looking to purchase a boat, or like Siege said, any electronics, whatever it is, reach out to this man here. They will hook you up. They will treat you like family, because they did to me. And it's just a pleasure to stick our logo next to their, Siege. Great group of guys, and we're excited. Hopefully we get to see them in show season 2, buddy. It's coming up.
Well, that's what I love about show season, my friend. As anyone's listening, they're probably an outdoors guy or gal, and you get through the winter funk a little bit, right? Because there's ice fishing, but we all want to talk. It's talking with like-minded people, and you get excited to see all the new stuff and buy the new stuff and get it on deals. It brings you out of that February kind of funk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you, man. Well, listen, man, just so you know, the next podcast that airs after this one, it's going to be a little bit different. I hope you're ready for it, buddy. You're going to be mic'd up. We're going to be going live. We're going to have lights, camera, action at the Brawl.
Oh, come on, man.
We're going to be on YouTube. We're going to have our podcast. We're rolling back the time to see somebody. I went through it. I can't wait for you to do it as well. You're going to be mic'd up. We're going to be doing our podcast, folks, after this one drops. Will be literally Chris and I live at the event. You'll be able to come into the truck with us. You'll hear all the banter with the fishermen. You'll probably hear some chirps going on with the angling sports guys. Hopefully we hook a fish on camera. That might happen.
Yeah, and you can see the mishaps, you could see it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I've been known to have meltdowns on the boat.
Oh, I've you know what? I need people to see that side of you, buddy, because I've seen it and it's scary. I've lost your first 50, but I've also netted your first 50. So I know what it's like to be on both sides of that net, buddy. But I'm looking forward to seeing you, buddy.
You too, man.
To our listeners, make sure you listen live to this episode. If you are wanting to get into the Brawl, it is an extra 50 bones. It's $300 by the time you listen to this. You still will have time. You'll have a few days, but like Davey G said, don't wait till last minute. Get yourself entered into this Brawl. It's going to be a great time, and come say hi to Siege and myself. We'll be there, and looking forward to it, buddy.
Man, I can't wait. Musky slime, buddy. I can't wait to smell it.
Let's go, man.
Let's go.
Coach, get that tune started. This is Smash Maleka. I got a duck to go cook in the kitchen.
You do.
Go get that line all sorted out
I
on your
will,
rods.
man.
You're going to have to do mine too.
I got
Smash Maleka for Showtime Johnson. We're out of here. Have a good night. Ciao.
Get the net.